Welcome, everyone. My name is Beck Bamberger. This is Coffee with the Founder. We are literally having the coffee in San Francisco, in Blue Bottle, which is my favorite place to go. By the way, they're not a sponsor yet, but we're working on that. And we do this little show because we want to know why founders are doing the crazy thing of venture-backed companies. Because you got to be a level of psychotic slash crazy slash optimistic slash a variety of things, frankly, to do this. With us today is Drew Mercer. He's the co-founder and CEO of PayGround. And I want to hear a lot about this, Drew, because online bill paying is a pain in the butt for so many damn people.
Yeah.
So you've raised about 29 plus something $million so far, and you are based in Arizona. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Beck. Appreciate it.
How's it going in Arizona? It must be hot as hell right now.
It's hot. It's hot. I think it's going to be like 111 today.
Okay.
So far, a mild summer, they say, but it's
mild.
August is here and it's heating up.
Oh, man. We had a founder fly in to New York City a couple of weeks ago, and the New Yorkers are complaining because it was like 100 degrees. He was like, it was 117 when I left this morning. So, yeah, all good. Exactly. Okay. PayGround. Why are you doing this, Drew?
Yeah. Well, we started because my family went through a couple medical experiences that led to chaos with medical bills.
Yes.
So 2018, we received 21 medical bills over the span of 6 weeks. And really the backstory to that, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. My wife and I had baby number 3. And so between those two medical events, it just triggered all these medical bills at the same time. And really the light bulb moment was, man, I wish I had Venmo to pay all these bills. But it feels like Venmo don't work in healthcare. So that's why we're doing
So it's like a Venmo for healthcare?
That's right.
Dang, that's great. Now, wait a second. People can get inundated with like the dent of medical bills. So we got a lot of problems to solve in medical costs and everything. But one of them, which is what you were solving, is just how to even pay for them, because you'll get like a slip of paper in the mail, right? And it'll be like, punch in this card, send a check.
Yeah.
This is where I get tech rage, by the way, Drew, because I'm just like, how are we still on a paper basis, especially in a doctor's office when you're still filling out stuff with I cannot stand. Okay, so now I get it. Perfect. How's it going so far?
Yeah, it's great. We launched in early 2020, which COVID
great
era.
Timing.
That's right, COVID era startup. I say if you can survive COVID as a startup, you have survival in your DNA. So
that's right.
But going great. You mentioned we're venture backed. We're now matured into the hospital and health system space here at PayGround, and it's been fun. We're in over 3,000 facilities now nationwide.
Fantastic. Now, when you mean facilities, you mean hospital systems, doctors' offices, or like what's the scale of it? Because there's retail doctor, there's hospital systems. Yeah. What would you say?
Yeah. So every level of healthcare, from small doctors' offices, mom and pop, independently owned, all the way to large health systems, and in between. So that's what we mean by facilities.
Oh, okay. I want to touch on that for a second, because it sounds like, you have the retail health, which is a mom and pop, and like, a dental practice, let's say.
Right.
So let's say the categorized like S&B, but then it sounds like you go way up the track to like enterprise. How did you know that you could go that on the whole spectrum like that? Because most people would say like, no, we're going to just do the major hospital systems.
Right.
We want the Fortune 1000s. We're not dealing with S&B down here.
Yeah.
But how did you discover that?
Yeah, that from the start, we've been missional about solving this pain point for individuals and families like mine. And so we need to make sure that our solution can be utilized where individuals and families go. And so we started out in the smaller space because really we're a B2B2C play. So we sell our platform to the clinics, to the hospitals. We integrate their AR data, and then using a digital first approach of text, emails, we can drop paper statements if we need to, but we request payment, and then we convert patients to our digital wallet. And that way it really empowers them to manage and pay all their medical bills in one place.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So may I ask?
Yeah.
Although I know the answer is going to be a little bit simple because there's so many things that need so much help and innovation. Why is it so bad, or why was it so bad with archaic systems? Is it simply because it's archaic and so it's an old industry?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think healthcare is a very unique industry, and for good reasons. Innovation is tougher in
Yes.
healthcare. You have patient safety at the forefront. You've got to be
Mhm.
careful with the way things
HIPAA.
are changed,
Mhm.
and things are siloed. So information isn't readily shared. I think as a healthcare community, we've shared clinical information better recently in the last several
Yeah.
years, but really where we aim to help solve pain points is in the financial experience for consumers.
I was talking with someone yesterday, another founder, and he said they're working similarly kind of in this space adjacent to. And he said, for some of these folks, like a dental office, they'll spend 1 to 2 hours a day just to get reimbursement from insurance, just literally on calls, like just to be
Yep.
like, hey, insurance company, blah, 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 blah. So I imagine the time waste in
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is immense that you're
Right.
solving as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Dang.
So when we work with these healthcare entities and we integrate what we call in real time, when a patient balance comes over, usually post adjudication with the insurance carrier, to your point,
Yep.
we have 0-day AR notifications. And so we'll notify patients
Awesome.
real time. And to your point, we try to short cycle and get involved as quickly as possible to provide value.
Dang. Dang. Everyone's winning then with this, Drew, I would imagine.
Yes, that's a great way of looking at it. All boats rise with PayGround. Providers are getting paid faster. Patients, are their experience is more convenient. They get,
Yeah.
in their fingertips on the go wherever they're at, soccer practice
Yeah.
or
Ding, ding, ding. I'm
at
done.
work. And yep.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Good.
What one of my favorite questions of late? What recently became clear for you now that you've been a couple years into this? You're out of the
Hmm.
COVID era. I'm sure you're over the health crisis of things. You are
Right.
also healthy now, which
Right.
otherwise you would not be here. So, congrats on your health
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
What's clear?
Yeah, now that we've been in market for going into our 5th year, building a team has always been kind of an evolution, and I
Hmm.
think for me, the last year, something that's become clear is the experience requirements that we've had as an organization for specific roles, not as valued, not as high as a priority. I would say, we'd
Mm.
much rather prioritize grit, hustle, care,
Okay. Okay.
culture. So that's
Drew.
been more recently clear for me than prior.
I love that you say this because I feel this is happening across the board, which is so great, which is like, I don't care your academic credentials or whatever, or what you built at whatever dang startup or blah, 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 blah. Do I like you? Can you adjust? And can
Mhm.
you do 7 other jobs in the next 12 months? Because that's probably what's going to happen.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, humility
Yes.
is kind of the
It's the
big
top
one.
ranking thing now.
It is, and you have to your point, be able to wear multiple hats and not throw shade at it, right? And so that's been, and then fortunately for PayGround, we have very willing teammates and humble teammates and hustle and grit. Grit is one of our core values. So we've been I would say blessed in that way, but at the same time, there's been misses around that, and we've tried to make
Listen,
quick adjustments.
we've all had those misses. So, Drew, yes, that's part of the fun part of doing the startups and all the things. What would you impart now to, let's say, your kids? Because you
Yeah,
mentioned you got three, it sounds like now,
we got
right?
four.
Four,
Four.
Drew. Oh
Yeah.
my God, you got four.
Yes.
You got even more. Oh my gosh. Okay. So to your four kids, as they maybe consider entrepreneurship, and by the way, I mentioned that because they did a little, whatever poll on something. Like, what are the top things that Alpha Generation or Gen Z even want? No, it's more like Alpha Generation. There's like, professional gamer, entrepreneur, teachers on there. By the way,
Right.
God bless Alpha Generation. But I was like, oh, entrepreneur is still holding like 17% or whatever it is. We could fact check where I got this article before. I think it was Associated Press. So for you to tell your
Mhm.
kids,
Yep.
what would you say in being an entrepreneur?
I would say it's going to take risks to be successful.
Hmm.
Be confident in who you are, trust your gut, and you will be just fine. Take out the highs and the lows and try to stay down the middle
Yeah,
because
and
there's
just
going to
have
be
a
plenty
line
of
that
both.
slopes up over. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. But go for it. There's no
Oh,
regrets.
I love that. I love that. No regrets. I like to tell my team, each of them has survived and thrived through 100% of everything they've endured so far.
Good point. I like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Drew, this has been very quick, but I have to go to an in-person, as you know, because I was in
right.
the thing. And Drew, I really appreciated you being on. This
Pleasure
was
to be here,
lovely.
Beck.
More. I can't wait to be using your app to pay for something.
Yeah,
Not
free
see
on the
something in
iOS
the
and
middle.
Android app stores. Give it a whirl and let me
There
know
you
how it
go.
goes.
There you go. All right. Drew Mercer, co-founder and CEO of PayGround. Go for it, Drew. Go for it.
Thanks,
There you
Beck.
go.
All right.
And don't die in that Arizona heat. Jesus. Thanks, Drew.
All right. Good luck. Thanks, Beck.